Welcome everyone for another rendition of Friday Night Horror Trivia. I am your host with a working mic. I got the configuration fixed. Still having to hammer out a bunch of stuff in the new studio space. So I will be alone this Friday as well. If you all remember last week, Uncle Pete lost his faithful companion Roger, and now for the next 3 weeks, to add insult to injury, he's having to work extra at the comic book shop that he moonlights at because he's an assistant manager now. So he might pop in the chat, but I will be the primary on stream for the next couple weeks. With that, I will give you the announcement that next week, because we do have Thanksgiving happening, I can't believe it's already the end of November. I feel like October lasted forever, which was really exciting. But we will be doing theme trivia next week, and I will tell you what the theme is. I'll remind you again at the end of the night. But our theme is going to be terrible twos and Thanksgiving. So study up on all your twin and dastardly duo movies as well as your Thanksgiving movies. Those aren't always the same, although Blood Rage happens to have both twins and Thanksgiving in it. So study up. There will be 15 questions next Friday, even though we'll be doing it after Thanksgiving. It'll be Black Friday, but they don't do anything cool on Black Friday anymore. So I know you won't be waiting in line for a $2 television that you can trample someone so they don't go home to their kids for the holidays because you killed them for a $2 TV. Remember those days? I don't miss those days. Now you can just get stuff on sale whenever, all month long. Nothing matters anymore. Anyway, I digress. So we have 2 movies tonight. We also have Rhonda's Turkey Trot tomorrow, up all night tomorrow. Don't miss it. Don't forget. I will remind you again. It's going to be sick. And the Cabbage Patch Kid craze. I was alive for the Tamagotchi craze and the Pokemon craze, which I wouldn't really know if that's a craze anymore. It has lasted 30 years. It has stood the test of time, which is kind of crazy to think. But Beanie Babies definitely did not survive. My bag of Beanie Babies is a testament to the fact that they physically exist, but in our hearts and minds, they're dead. They are dead. But yes, you do not want to miss Up All Night. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have the entire cast. John and Yuki are going to be there. It is a Scream. This one's all about Scream Queens. It's going to be fun. I've seen the preview of it. It looks great. Tickle Me Elmo. Girlfriend of a wall of Furbies. I actually have a couple of Furbies. I have a really rare one. Kid Cuisine had like a thing where you mail in the box top or the UPCs from the back of the packages, and we ate so many frozen TV dinners growing up that I have these little mini Kid Cuisine Furbies. There was a big one they made that's worth more. They only gave away like 2 of those, but they gave away mini ones if you won this contest. And I've got 2 of them. And they have like a rainbow mohawk. They're like the Kid Cuisine colors, like the penguin, like the red and the blue and the orange. And yeah, they're kind of horrifying, but they're still like in the little packaging, and they're absurdly valuable. So I haven't gotten rid of them because they're kind of funny. But My Little Pony, you know, it's all good until somebody becomes a brony, right? It's the bronies you got to watch out for. But want to dig up the Furbies? I'll show you all on stream sometime. As you all know, I've moved to a house that I own, so I get to actually unpack my entire collection. So maybe one day it'll be nicely presented behind me. We're still working on that, but one box at a time. And in that vein, I also got your all's stuff shipped out. So we should be all caught up on getting prizes out to folks. Let me know if you're expecting something and you haven't received it. Give it another couple weeks. My Canadian friends, your stuff is on the way, but it will take a minute. I don't know what the accurate shipping estimate is going to be. So if you are expecting something and you haven't received it by like the middle of December, let me know and we'll get it fixed. But everybody else, your stuff should be on the way. And with that, let me get the game queued up here. So it always takes a second before it'll start, so I have to yap for a bit, but I think we're good. Yeah, okay. So other than that, yeah, I can't believe tomorrow's already Rhonda Shear night. We already had the Boo Bash, and we have the Thanksgiving special, the Turkey Trot, and I don't know what the Christmas one's called yet. I'm gonna guess it's got Jingle in it. I'm betting it's gonna have Jingle. Jingle Off is gonna be my my guess. But they're gonna be fantastic, and we're gonna have Rhonda. She's gonna be doing, I think, at least a monthly. It might be twice a month, starting next year. So we're gonna see a lot more Rhonda. We'll have a few more episodes of the Chopping Block as well. Our Chopping Block season runs through, I think, the end of January. But lots of fun stuff coming up live, and of course, we will continue to have live trivia on Fridays. The Jack Frost horror movie again. My favorite Jack Frost is like when everybody would switch the wholesome Jack Frost movie with the scary Jack Frost movie at the rental store. That was like always the favorite prank, right? And yeah, that was an awesome live stream. You all really showed up. We've got a lot of great new participants. We're happy to see all the new fans that came to us from Rhonda. Happy to have you all here. Thank you for your support. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Wouldn't be able to give Rhonda a new home to broadcast without your all support. So it's been a great collaboration. We're so excited. Oh boy. The man has showed up, and the man who signs the movie contracts has showed up, and we might actually have an A-list movie to show you all. If you consider Jack Frost A-list, I would consider Jack Frost A-list compared to. It's a movie we all know, right? We can't usually afford some of those, so we have to get the deeper cuts here. That's awesome. Yeah, Tiffany might be there. There might be a couple Scream Queens on there. John and Yuki will probably make an appearance, and yeah, we Up All Night was kind of like we shouldn't have been watching it when we were kids because Patrick and I are, younger. We're like, 90, 91 babies, but we were definitely watching reruns of Up All Night. We caught some of the later years. We were watching Monster Vision. We were watching USA movies. Like we grew up on watching it towards the end of having those hosted segments and then the reruns. And we've always been trying to like give horror hosting and movie hosting in general. I mean, I feel like that was a format that kind of died off in television, and we always wanted to see it happen again. So thank God there's a few good things on the internet, and live streaming capability for good content is always welcome. So we're trying to give you all something that you used to have and you don't get, and we have it again. And with that, it's time for trivia. What object in The Changeling serves as a supernatural clue? So there's something that reappears in the movie. This is a great movie, by the way. We did a Scream Stream episode of this. There's something that shows up, and it's like the tether between both versions of what's happening. Is it a wooden ball, a silver locket, a music box, or a cross necklace? And if you haven't seen the Halloween special, you should go watch it because it's fantastic. And of course, if you missed tomorrow's live episode, you can rewatch it. We'll have it on the channel, but it's more fun to watch it live and be in the live chat and do all that. And if you're new to trivia, all you have to do is type a number in the chat and it will record your answer. And your first number is the one that it counts. So I don't think you can change your answer. So try to get it right the first time. And you all nailed it. It was a wooden ball. That is the little clue that reoccurs in the movie. Great movie. Haven't seen it. Definitely worth watching. It's one that I try to watch at least once every other year if I miss out. I'm actually due to watch it. I don't think I've watched it since Patrick and I rewatched it for prep for that episode that we wrote of Scream Stream, which you can find on our SPF channel, I believe. I don't think we have it on Kings of Horror, but SPF Entertainment's got it. And it does. It does roll down the stairs like a poorly made slinky, which is really funny because it's a ball. It should roll better than a slinky does. All right. In The Mist, which survivor wraps the group up in a religious fervor? There's this one person who like really gets everybody riled up and starts to like make factions inside the supermarket. Is it Miss Carmody? Is it David? Is it Dan? Or is it Amanda? Who's the problematic zealot in The Mist? Ends up causing a lot more drama that needed to be caused in that movie. It's bad enough there's like monsters outside, right? And then it's like the even though it's a Stephen King movie, a Stephen King short story, first of all. But Frank Darabont did this one. But the monster is always the people in the movie, right? It's not actually the monster killing people. It's always the people. That's why I always like the Guillermo del Toro stories, because it's like the monster is almost always human. It's not really the monster. And it's Miss Carmody in Movie Morgue. I honestly kind of love the movie ending because it is a punch in the gut. I do appreciate that. I don't mind it when a movie takes a different ending than the book, because then if you read the book, you're rewarded with not knowing what's going to happen. I kind of like having that different ending. I appreciate that. I'm not always unless it's really stupid and doesn't really make sense. Like it's usually fine. I don't get too upset because they're two different mediums. They're made by different people. If you're going to do a shot for shot remake of something, then what's the point? 30 Days of Night, really cool movie. Full of vampires. It was set in Barrow, Alaska, but it wasn't actually filmed in Barrow, Alaska. Where was it filmed? Was it New Zealand, Iceland, British Columbia, or Anchorage, Alaska? Like Cujo. Definitely like Cujo. Cujo definitely has that different ending, and I think, like I said, it works. The book is great, and the film adaptation is great. I think they've only done the one. I feel like Cujo is probably one of those things that's going to get remade again sometime soon. It seems imminent. They've already redone Pet Sematary. They've already redone Running Man, which I think I'm going to go try to see that this weekend. So I do like Edgar Wright. I like Baby Driver. I was excited to see what he does with Running Man. Schwarzenegger original is fantastic. So but I'm expecting a different movie. The Schwarzenegger one was more like chase scenes in action. So we'll see what happens. And I think our delay is about 6 seconds on the timer tonight. It's been pretty stable, around 6-ish, 6 to 8. Mike Flanagan does do good work. Christine would be cool. I mean, it would make sense. You could still do the same car because, people keep up with their stuff as collectors. So, our trivia blinked a little bit there. Don't like that. All right, we're back online. Which 90s horror film was the first to use the now common found footage disclaimer where they say this was, based on real events and this was actual footage, that whole little thing they sprinkle in there. Still mad at the fourth kind for lying as much as they did. Like, you never expect them to really be that truthful, but man, that one was just egregious. Would have been an okay movie if they hadn't lied about it being based on found real stuff. Like, it was like found footage gone wrong. But this was the movie to first do it. And it may be a surprising answer for you if you thought it was Blair Witch Project. It's not. Correct. It is The Last Broadcast, which came out about a year before the Blair Witch Project. Is technically the first movie to use the found footage disclaimer. So that's a cool little trivia fact. Keep that one in your pocket. You might need that in the future. So if you got that one, you're a real G. 40% of you are real G's. However, I do appreciate the McPherson tape selection. That is a cool. These are all cool movies. You should watch all these if you're a found footage fan. So we try to educate unless we get the wrong answer put in the column. There's an Excel sheet that we have to do this in. All right. If you're a channel member or a patron member, a Patreon patron, I hate Patreon because the word is patron. You're a patron of the arts. We love your support. In the dystopian future world of THS 1138, which of the following is banned? Is it sex, drugs, rock and roll, or owning property? So it pays to be a member because we will give you a trivia answer every week, and if we forget to, we'll have to give you extra ones. Stir of Echoes is not found footage, but it's Kevin Bacon, so definitely worth watching. And of course, THX 1138 is George Lucas's foray, and another must watch if you're like a sci-fi creepy dystopian film fan. This is a great one. Yes, it is George Lucas's, and it was sex. Sex was banned in the dystopian future world. Drugs were actually administered to people in this society to keep them entertained. So, no idea about owning property. I don't think there was much money to be had in THX 1138. So, cool movie. That is funny. I guess it rounds up Mountain Ice. 96 and 5 is 100. You are giving over 100% tonight. I appreciate that. Callie, I don't know if it's supposed to. Is it supposed to email? That might be like a page. Are you on Patreon? It might be like a Patreon setting you need to check. I don't know if it emails you when we post stuff in there unless you opt into that. In Tourist Trap, what power does the killer secretly possess? Is it telekinesis, super strength, night vision, or immortality? Also, a movie I'm kind of surprised hasn't been redone. Or has it? There is another Tourist Trap, isn't there? Why am I thinking they've remade Tourist Trap? Or is it because I feel like Barbarian's kind of like a half-ass attempt at recreating what Tourist Trap did? But they had a, creepy Guggen to hide in the movie instead of just making the killer be, the host. It's telekinesis. The There's your telekinesis noises for the night. Use them wisely. Don't clip that. Let's see. Our movies tonight. Y'all want to see some trailers? Okay. All right. That's what I was thinking. House of Wax is definitely like a tourist trap, like ripoff in its own way. Not a ripoff. They're different movies, but it definitely has a tourist trap vibe. So here, I'll give you all. We'll do this question, and then I'm going to show you the trailers for the movies. So, what is the name of the prison in Insidious Part 4? Is it 2 Lakes, 7 Hills, Mojave, or 5 Keys? The answer to 30 Days a Night was it was filmed in New Zealand. Carrie. Which is really funny that they made New Zealand look like Barrows, Alaska. I need to rewatch this Insidious. I saw that they're making Insidious Part 6, which is a little bit exciting and a little bit scary, but I do like Patrick Wilson and Lin Shaye and all the rest of the people in that franchise. Like, they've done a good job with that. I enjoyed that series. I still think like the first one's the best one, but they've all been fun. So they've held up better than Paranormal Activity ever did. So, all right. So we will pause this real quick. The answer was 5 Keys. It is called Insidious, The Last Key, right? And it's about Lynn's childhood home. It's on the penitentiary grounds. So, all right. Our trailers tonight, our movies are Super Croc and Zombie Diner. So Super Croc's coming up at 9, and let's see if I can play this video without breaking everything. Good luck, have fun. Super.
Air National Guard picked this up about 4 days ago, and we have no idea what this is or why it's on American soil.
What the hell was that?
You copy. Alpha 2-3.
All right. That is a classic in the vein of 1994's Jurassic Park. And our second movie of the night is Zombie Diner, which is a dark comedy.
So do people do this for you often?
Complete strangers spill their guts to me.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised just how often it happens.
Let's not talk until we get inside.
How is everyone tonight?
Love a coffee.
Where's Fred at?
Fred! You gotta be kidding me.
It looks like we got ourselves a zombie here.
How are you feeling?
Give me a hand over here, would you?
What are you doing?
How do you get a zombie?
Yeah, I killed both these guys earlier today.
I'm sorry, you murdered them?
I do that all the time. It's just that they never come back to life like this. You're gonna help me figure out how to kill Fred again.
It's good, Rob. That's just a spot. No! Jesus, what?
Don't hit it all at once, just like whack. Tap it in really easy.
Stop right there!
The bad news is, there probably is more than one.
Hey guys, you know what'd be really funny?
Oh, that reminds me of our movie Late Night Stranger, which maybe someday we'll let you all watch. The dark cut that we made in 2007. With that, we will continue trivia, finish it out. So Super Croc is first at 9, the top of the hour, and Zombie Diner will be afterwards. I think 10:30ish, 10:15ish. And congrats, Dead Punk, for owning that on physical media. That is badass. In the Amityville Horror, what phrase appears on the wall written in slime during a vision? Now, you all said the first half of the questions were easy. I think the second half might be a little bit tougher. So, what appears on the wall? God, this is one of the most... I don't know how to describe it. The first Amityville Horror is like one of the top movies, horror movies you should everybody should have to watch that. Like you can't say you're a horror fan and not have seen this one and appreciate it for what it is. It's so simple, yet it's so well executed. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Layla Schifrin, the score, I mean, come on. It's like Carpenter's like the only one that did it better as far as scoring stuff like that. I love Schifrin's simplistic, creepy strings. It's Help Me. Help Me is written on the wall. They're told to get out, but in the visions, it's Help Me. Yeah, and Jody would have been a good pick. I kind of thought I'd get you all Jody, but we'll take it. We'll take it. All the questions are easy. Zombie Diner looks pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen it. I will try to watch that tonight. I'm still unpacking stuff. All right, this one might be easier if you've watched the modern horror movies. In Weapons, what does Aunt Gladys need to perform a spell? Is it sweat, hair, blood, or a personal object? What does she need? I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. Tried to keep it friendly if you haven't seen it, because it did just come out 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Great movie. Should watch it. I'm excited they're doing a prequel movie about Aunt Gladys. Give her a little bit of origin story, because that was honestly the most freaky thing I've seen in a while. All right. And this is a little tricky because there's an overall answer and there was individual answers. I think most of y'all got it right, though. Yes, there are multiple answers, but there's one right answer. It's a personal object. Sweat and hair and blood are all personal objects. It was any personal object. It could have literally been like a piece of paper or their hair or their... I think Aunt Gladys uses everything in the movie to do the spell. But yeah, personal object. They're all personal objects. You got to rewatch it, Matt. You got to rewatch it. She uses more than just hair. Remember, he's taking everybody's stuff in the classroom, and it's like their little signs on their desk and stuff. He's taking stuff out of the desks. So it's a personal object. In Prophecy, the monster is the result of what environmental issue? This is also a great movie if you've not seen it. Great creature feature. Kind of feels like a giant X-Files episode. Is it radiation, oil spill, mercury poisoning, or illegal dumping? There is a specific cause for the different weird things they find in the movie, but there is like a killer bonus if you know what it was. There's a killer creature out there. And this one's set in Maine, I believe. It's a cool Stephen King-esque environment, but it's not a Stephen King movie. Wow, y'all some smarties tonight. Mercury poisoning, and it's actually an accurate movie too, because of the logging industry. They used mercury a lot as an antifungal on logs back in the day. So it was a paper mill that was causing all the problems and causing all the mutations and everything. So, but it was specifically mercury poisoning that was causing it. Yes, mercury poisoning could be an offset of illegal dumping, but it was not. It was specifically mercury poisoning. So, all right. Last question. You all should get this one right. Rhonda is up all night tomorrow for her Thanksgiving turkey trot or the Halloween boo bash? Which one is happening tomorrow night? There is a correct answer. You should go watch both. But what is the holiday coming up next week that may or may not be Thanksgiving? Up all night. That's so fun to say. Maybe they'll let me do it before one of the episodes. Yeah. All right. That should have been 100% correct. I'll be very disappointed if you managed to mess this one up. The turkey bash. That's when we're just going to stitch them together. It's the Thanksgiving turkey trot. We'll have to do the holiday leftovers where we stitch all 3 episodes together after the Christmas one happens. Turkey bash would probably be better if the turkey's not like raw too. That way you don't get turkey juice everywhere. Did it let you change your answer, Greg? Because like sometimes it doesn't. Like it seems to be finicky. So I usually tell people like if you try to get your right answer on the first time because it doesn't always seem to know. It's kind of finicky, and there's a delay. It's about a 5 to 6 second delay usually. Oh, all right. We have a new trivia champion this week. Unique Sampa. Congratulations. I love seeing new faces on the leaderboard. We have our old stalwart champions, Joseph and Carrie and Movie Morgue and Callie up there. But I love seeing all the new names up here. It's great. Great to have some competition for the OGs. So, congratulations. Congratulations. I don't know how much shipping a 5-ounce package to India would cost, but if you want to send us a mailing address, we can try to see if we can send you a prize pack. So up to you if you feel like it. I've never shipped anything to India, but I've shipped stuff a lot of places. The computer picks the winner. I think it puts you in the order that it does the tie break, Pat. Because it's completely random. It used to be based on how fast that you did it. So, Sampa, if you send an email to hello@kingsofhorror.com and just like send a mailing address, we'll figure it out. I've sent stuff across the Atlantic. I don't feel like sending stuff to India to be that much. It's like $25 to send something to Europe, so surely it's not crazy. If it's like less than $50, we can send you some stickers. If it's something crazy, we'll have to wait until you win a bunch, and we'll send you something different. So we'll figure it out. Maybe we can send you a digital code for a movie or something. I don't know if it'll let me. Let's see. It should just be. I think it's in the description for the video too. hello@kingsofhorror.com. Oh, it let me. I guess I'm a mod, so I can do whatever I want. All right. We are running into the next movie, so we need to get out of here. Sorry, we ran a little bit over. It was fun talking to you all. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Make sure you watch the movies tonight. Absolutely make sure you come back tomorrow night to see Up All Night with Rhonda, the turkey trot. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a blast. You all love you as always. We'll see if Uncle Pete can make it. I think he's going to be out for the next 2 weeks is what he said. So we'll see. Maybe he can surprise you all. Next week, theme trivia. We're starting 15 minutes earlier. We're starting at 8:15 Eastern. And it's Terrible Twos and Thanksgiving. So Twins and Thanksgiving. Not necessarily the same movies. 2 different sets of movies. But study up. It's going to be good. I've already got the questions made. So see you all. I said see you all, and I didn't actually see you all.